Yo, what is up guys? In today's video, I'm going to be doing a breakdown of a performance I did recently in a video I uploaded on my other channel, JS Magic, where I was performing a trick. It messes up, but I'm able to recover. I'm gonna show you the clip so you're caught up before I talk to it, but if you want to go see the full video and the other tricks I did, I'll leave that little thing up there you can click, or I'll leave a link in the description so you can go check it out afterwards. I was reading the comments on the video and some of them were positive, like really good recovery, that was cool, but there was one or two that were saying that I faked it, it was staged, that I messed up on purpose, I knew that was going to happen, which I didn't. But what this video is, I figured I'd make a video to help the people that actually want to get to the point where if you mess up, you can just easily recover and it doesn't look like you messed up and it looks like it's all part of the trick. So let me show you the clip of the performance I'm talking about and then we'll get into it. What's your name?
Gio.
Gio, we're just gonna do this faster. So look, I'm gonna go like this, I'm not gonna look. You see how the cards just stop at a random card?
Yeah.
That's gonna be the card you remember. So look, we'll shuffle it up a little bit and my friend, just say stop.
Stop.
Remember it?
Yeah.
I'll show you guys. You got it, camera?
Yeah.
Jaden?
Wait, show him.
Is it fair I didn't see it? As long as you know it. So do me a favor, shuffle the cards as much of your ability. Just so I mix them up like we did. And the one thing I need you to do is just keep repeating the card in your head. And then give me these real quick.
Remember the cards though.
Hopefully.
Okay, just picture it.
Here, now look, hopefully maybe if I went through and tried to find it, I mean, you guys are kind of expecting that, right? So I'm not going to do that. What's your name?
Curtis.
Curtis? Curtis. From the top, face down, start dealing down cards. Face down. Just keep doing that. Get to repetition.
Yo, he guesses.
And look, stop. Cut the cards. Cut the cards completely.
What you mean, like this?
Yeah. Because now, cut them to the bottom. Keep going. Yeah, keep going. Complete it. Look.
I'm so
No, you're fine. You're fine. We're just a different spot. So keep dealing. Keep dealing. And then you're gonna stop. Cut one more time. And then deal and then stop wherever you want.
No,
Fair? All right. Look. So these are the ones he doesn't want. So Curtis, you're gonna take these now. Just hold them for 1 second. This is all you're gonna do. Look, is you're gonna deal 2 piles. You don't have to alternate. You can go like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 until you're done. One at a time, face down. Go ahead. 2 piles. But you don't have to alternate. Perfect. So fair so far, right?
Yeah.
You can just keep going all the way until the last card, because we want this to be completely random. All right, hold out your hands like this. So look, we came down to 2 cards after all that. Don't turn your hands over yet. On the count of 3, I'm going to snap, and one of your hands is going to come forward. But you're not going to think, I want this one or I don't want this one. You're just going to trust yourself. On the count of 3, just come forward. 1, 2, 3. So this one, look, this is the one he's getting rid of. So for some reason, everything in you kept onto that card. So you could have stopped an 8 card. All the cards are all different. Do you remember the card? Like, can you say it?
What was it?
Yeah.
It was the 7 of clubs, I think.
7 of clubs?
Yeah.
Look, was it the clubs or the spades? I just want to be sure.
It was
The spades?
Yeah.
Do you want the 7 of clubs or you want the 7 of spades?
7 of spades.
Okay. And you stopped anywhere, right?
Yeah.
Turn it over. The king, right? That would have been cool. That would have been cool if he would have got that. But let's try this. What if we saw the king of spades?
Yo, if he shakes the card or something, I forgot.
If I shake it?
Yeah, because I see some dudes shaking it and he changed it.
If I could change that by shaking, you'd be impressed?
Yes.
What was your card?
It was the 7 of spades.
Spades?
Yeah.
From the king of spades?
Yo!
Wait!
No way!
Wait, hold on, wait.
Yo,
Wait.
Yo, this not even another
Give me
card.
this.
Yo!
Alright guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to watch it and I'm going to explain to you in real time what I was thinking and how I was able to recover so I can help you guys if you ever mess up. Obviously mostly with cards because that's what I do, but let's get into it. I'm going to go like this, I'm not going to look. You see how the cards just stop at a random card? Yeah. That's going to be the card you remember. So look, we'll shuffle it up a little bit and my friend, just say stop.
Stop.
Remember it?
Yeah.
I'll show you guys.
There he gets it. I'm showing around. I'm not looking.
Jaden?
Wait, show him.
Is it fair I didn't see it? As long as you know it. So do me a favor, shuffle the cards.
Okay, right there I get the
Just
little
so I mix
peek.
them up
I
like
know
we
what
did.
card it is. He's able to shuffle as
And
much
the
as he
one thing I
wants
need you to do is just keep repeating
I know
the
what
card
card
in
it
your
is.
And then give me these real quick.
And I tell him to keep repeating it in his head because I saw it was a 7 of spades and clubs and spades. People get completely confused. So right there, I want him to keep repeating it because if he does know it's spades, I want him to keep saying it so later he doesn't say clubs. Even though eventually, at the end, he does mess up, which I figured might happen. But let's keep watching.
Hopefully.
So you see, I say you remember the card. He says, we'll see. I say hopefully because I'm figuring he's not going to remember it. Or he's going to say the opposite. So right there, I'm listening to what he's saying, so I know that it might mess up. So I just want to point that out that I'm prepared that he might miscall the card.
Hit. Now look, hopefully maybe if I went through and tried to find it, I mean, you guys are kind of expecting that, right?
So what I'm doing there is, like, obviously I know the card, so I'm just looking for it to cut it to where I gotta cut it. And the reason I say the reason I say anything, because I pick up the cards and I start going through them, and I say I'm gonna, if I find it, you're expecting it. Because I want justification for the reason I'm going through the deck. I don't just want to pick up the deck and start going through it. It's gonna make no sense because they just shuffled. So I like to justify everything I do, so there's no suspicion. And the only reason I was backed up, because I figured the camera could see. So I was trying to get it off camera, because if you saw me cut to it, I mean, that kind of gives away the whole video. So let's get back into it.
I mean, you guys are kind of expecting that, right? So I'm not
So I
going
just
to do
cut it to
that.
the
What's your
top?
name? Curtis? Curtis. From the top, face down, start dealing down cards. Face down.
I tell him to deal
Just keep doing
cards.
that, get to repetition.
Yeah, we guys.
And look, stop. Cut the cards.
This is
Cut
all
the cards
just
completely.
to make it seem fair.
Yeah. Because now, cut them to the bottom. Keep going. Yeah, keep going. Complete it. Look. No, you're.
Okay, so you see, I told him to cut the cards. He was confused. When you perform a lot, you're going to realize that when you ask people to do like very simple things, they're going to get confused because in the moment, I don't know what happens. Like I told him to cut the cards top to bottom, and he said he was confused. There's been times where I tell somebody at a gig, I'm like, "You turn over the top card," and then they turn over the whole deck, they turn over half the cards. It's just simple instructions for some reason because I guess they're put on the spot and they don't want to look stupid, which actually makes them, mess up. But this happens a lot, so just keep that in mind.
Doesn't want. So
I'm just
you can take
explaining
these
the
now.
trick.
Just hold them for 1 second. This is
See,
all
in my
you're gonna do.
mind,
Look, if you're gonna deal 2
everything is
piles,
going
you
smoothly.
don't
I've
have
done
to
this
alternate.
trick
You can go like
hundreds
1,
of
2, 3,
times.
1, 2, until
It
you're
fails
done.
once
One
in a
at time,
while,
face down. Go ahead.
but
2 piles.
you never know until
You
the
don't
end.
have
So
to
I'm so
alternate.
confident
Perfect.
it's gonna work.
So fair so far, right?
So he's
keep
dealing.
Keep going all the way until the last card, because we want this to be completely random. All right, hold out your hands like this. So look, we came down to 2 cards after all that. Don't turn your hands over yet. On the count of 3, I'm gonna snap, and one of your hands is gonna come forward. But you're not gonna think, I want this one.
Now in this trick, the only reason I said, don't want it, don't want it, because I don't want them prematurely turning over 1 card, because it might ruin the whole effect. If they turn over this card, they might think that's the one. In their head, they're gonna be like, that's the one I want. And if you say, oh, we're gonna eliminate it, they're gonna be like, that's the one I want. So it's weird. This happened to me so many times that I just tell them, I say, just 1 hand forward, don't make it mean nothing. So it literally means nothing. If it's the card I want, we hit. If it's not the card, I say, okay, we're getting rid of it.
Or I don't want this one. You're just gonna trust yourself. On the count of 3, just come forward. 1, 2, 3.
The thing is to you should know this in advance that so you don't want to stop and hesitate. You just want it to go smoothly so it doesn't look anything suspicious. So now obviously I think this is the card. I think they're gonna turn it over and they're gonna go crazy.
For some reason, everything in you kept onto that card. So you could have stopped at any card. All the cards are all different. Do you remember the card? Can you say it?
What was that?
Yeah.
So I want him to say it before we turn it over, just to see if I know if he knows it, and just so everyone else, if they didn't see it, can know.
Yeah.
It was the 7 of clubs.
7 of clubs?
Yeah.
Look, was it the clubs?
So he says
or
the wrong
spades? That's what I'm
card.
pretty sure.
So now I'm just going through to show him,
Spades?
because I know he's wrong, but I don't want him to know I know he's wrong. So I'm just to make sure, is it this one or this one? He picks the spades.
Yeah.
Do you want the 7 of clubs or do you want the 7 of
It was
spades?
7 of spades.
Okay. And you stopped anywhere.
And that's just a little subtlety that it looks like I gave him the chance to change his mind, even though I kind of knew he wasn't, because I said, do you want the 7 of clubs? Or was the 7 of spades? So it kind of seems like giving him a choice when I'm not. That's just, I've seen David Blaine do it. I've seen a lot of magicians do it. Just a little subtlety that you can bring back later and be like, didn't I give you the option to change? Or for some reason you're stuck, and then they'll be like, yeah, that's so weird.
And you
Alright,
stopped
so I'm about to
anywhere,
tell him
right?
to turn it over.
Turn it over.
And right there, it's not his card. And I was just so confused. I go to pick up, but the thing is, there's 2 things you're going to learn as you perform, and all the research I've done on messing up and recovering is when you mess up, never ever say oops, never say, oh, I messed up. Never let them know you messed up. Because look how easy it is to recover from a simple card trick. So, and the other thing is, they don't know when the trick is going to end. So they don't know that was the ending. I know it's the ending. I thought it was going to work and they were going to go crazy. But it wasn't. It was the King of Spades. So I take a second to gather my thoughts. And I don't want any awkward silence. If it's awkward silence, it gets weird. So you're going to see I say something, anything. I say anything. I think I go, oh, the king. That's weird.
King, right? That would have been cool.
Yeah, the king,
that would have
right?
been cool if he would have got that.
And then they say when you mess up, make light of the situation. You don't want to say oops. So say kind of what I said. I said, oh, that would have been cool if that was your card, right? They would have been yes. There's been many times if you know what loops are, and I've been trying to turn someone's glasses over. I go, look, watch your glasses, they're gonna move. The loop snaps, and I go, that would have been cool, right? Come on, I can't do that. And then they laugh, and they don't know you messed up, because it looks part of it. So in this case, they don't know they don't know this is the ending. I never, you know, directly said that's gonna be the card. I just said turn it over, and I said that would be cool. So now it just seems part of it, because I didn't say oops, I'm not panicking, I'm staying calm. And again, just going with the flow. So what I'm gonna do is just go through and call the card to the top.
But let's try this. What if we...
And I try to do it as fast as possible because I don't want them to see me going through the deck. Which, you know, in their mind, right now they have no idea, so. So what I do, when I mess up, the whole mess up and recovery, 90% of the time, I do this. I just shake change it. That's what this is called. I get the card to the top, you know, I get the double, I shake change it, and it changes, and people go crazy. And there is also, there is a couple other ways, but that'll be in another video. But in this case, usually when they tell me the card, even if I don't know their card, like we lose, they say like an ambitious card, and I make it come to the top, but it's not their card, I would go, that's not your card, so what was your card? They'll tell me, because I'll you know, just be persistent, like, what was it? No, tell me, trust me. They'll tell you, you call it to the top, you go, that's so weird, watch this, and you shake change it. And they're amazed. So, in this case, how I recover from a mess up is I just do the shake change. So I called it to the top, the 7 of spades. And it just happened in this situation. Again, when I say when you perform a lot, just weird things happen. Like, it's going to be a right place, right time. Just like in this video, where this kid just happens to say, yo, if he shakes it, that's going to be crazy. I seen another magician shake a card and it changed. Right as I'm about to do a shake change. So now in his mind, it's like he just thought of that and I did it. It's like real magic. So you get like a real moment when stuff like this happens. It's also happened to me when I'm doing sponge bunnies. You know, you have 2 bunnies and someone goes in the background like, oh, babies, they're gonna make babies, or they go, it's gonna be babies. Now they have no idea I'm going to load babies into their hands in a second. So now I could play with it and say like, what'd you say before? Babies? Watch. Babies. They open their hand, now there's babies. Like, they just asked for that and you did it. It makes you look so good. Another example, if you do an Omni deck, there'll be that 1 or 2 times where someone will just blurt out, well, make the deck disappear, that would be cool. You ask it, what would be cool I could do with the deck in his hand? They'll be like, make it disappear. Not knowing, you know, it's already gone. So that's exactly what happened here. And these moments happen more than you think. And when it happens, it looks really cool, as you can see. And it obviously got a crazy reaction.
The king of spades?
Yo, if he shakes the card or something, I'll cry.
If I shake it?
Yeah, because all he's to do is shake it.
So he just says...
If I could change that by shaking, you'd be impressed?
Yes.
What was your card?
So now I'm just saying, that would be cool if I could, right? He'll be like, of course, yeah. And here's another like little subtlety. I go, what was your card? Even though I asked him like twice before and he told me. I think he said it, I think we both said it like 3 times in total, 7 of spades. I know what it is, but I want him to think I don't really care. Like, oh, what was your, now I'm asking him, what was your card? Because I forgot. And he goes 7 of spades, like he's reminding me.
It's the 7 of spades. Yeah.
From the king of spades?
And then I shake it.
Wait, hold on, wait.
And I bask in the crazy reaction.
Wait. Yo, there's not even...
So you guys, then they react for a little bit and I do another trick. So if you want to check that out, like I said, the link was up there and it's in the description. That's the thing, when you do magic so much, eventually you'll just expect to mess up. You're going to expect someone to mess up, miscall their card, like you saw. You know, throwing all these little subtleties, I spoke about some, makes it more convincing. But the more you perform, guys, that's why I tell every magician when they perform, try to record it. Because when you watch it back, you learn so much. And you might catch something crazy like this. Now guys, I know I put it on Omegle, mess up recoveries, I put my gigs when I messed up and I recovered, I put it on Street Magic when I messed up and recovered. These are the type of videos I want to do where I break down my performances. So if you have any questions about Street Magic, gigs, crowd control, sleights, what tricks are best to do here and there, anything that would help you, any question you have that you want to ask a magician, mainly about performing in card magic, because that's what I mostly do. I would love to help you and make a video explaining it, breaking down performances, walking you through it, to help you, you know, make it a little easier on your magic journey, because I learned everything just by doing it. I just jumped in the deep end with Street Magic, and I guess it went from there. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope this video helped you even a little bit. Like I said, if you have any questions, please leave it below. I plan on bringing this channel to being something like this, because I want to help magicians more than teaching them tricks. Because you can go on YouTube and learn any trick, but really, no one teaches you how to perform. Not saying that I'm the best. Like I said, everything in this video is my opinion. And I might do it completely different as you, and that's okay. You do it your way, I'll do it my way. If you like the way I do it, feel free to just learn from what I tell you. But I would love to help you guys out because I have so much performing experience that I know you guys want to perform or are performing and have questions. So I want to be here. This is the channel that it's going to be. Oh no, JS Magic will be my performing channel. So thank you guys so much, and like send me clips if you have clips of like certain things I've done on Omegle, Street Magic, certain videos. If you're gonna send it to me, you can email me, DM me on Instagram, leave it in the comments. You know, if you want me to talk about a specific thing, you know, please leave the link and the timestamp so I can find it and I'm not guessing what you're talking about. I'd appreciate it and it will help me help you a lot more. So until next time, guys, peace.